With a determined look on his face, Fred stood before the leaky faucet, ready to conquer his latest home repair project. He had watched several YouTube tutorials, armed himself with a wrench, and was confident in his abilities. However, as soon as he tightened the nut with a triumphant grunt, the faucet began to sputter and leak even worse than before. Fred's confident smirk turned into a look of utter confusion. He scratched his head, puzzled by the situation as water droplets rained down around him. Paragraph 2. Fred's frustration mounted as he tried every solution he could think of, but nothing seemed to work. Desperate, he turned to Google for answers, but the search results only seemed to confuse him further. With the kitchen now starting to resemble a miniature Niagara Falls, Fred decided enough was enough. He grabbed a bucket and a mop, preparing to mop up the mess he had created. As he moved the mop around the floor, he couldn't help but chuckle at the situation. He, Fred the handyman, had single-handedly flooded his own kitchen. Paragraph 3. Just as Fred was about to give up and call a professional, his wife walked in from work, surprised to find her husband mopping the kitchen floor. Fred, ever the joker, put on his best poker face and explained the situation. "I was just trying to fix the leaky faucet, but it turned out to be a bit more complicated than I thought," he said with a shrug. His wife couldn't help but laugh at the absurdity of the situation. "Well, at least the kitchen is clean now," she remarked as Fred nodded in agreement, and added, "and I've learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes it's better to leave the fixing to the professionals."